Hey guys, TanManhizzle here. The Stanley Parable is a game that I bought on the Steam Summer Sale, and it's also a game that I've wanted to play for a while. I haven't really gotten around to playing it in the past, but I just took the opportunity this sale and said, screw it, let's buy it, let's play it, let's have some fun. Now, I don't know much about it. I know that, it's kind of a mind puzzle, if you will. It's kind of it's a weird game, I've seen people that have play times like 4 hours to finish a game. I've seen people that had 1.5 hours to finish a game. There's an achievement on here to complete the game in 4 minutes and 22 seconds or under, not including loading times or anything. So I don't know how long this particular video is going to be until I edit it in post. So until then, I'm not going to say welcome to a part of this, just welcome to the Stanley Parable. Maybe it'll make a comeback, maybe it won't. But without further ado, let's begin the game. I've played the demo, and it's just weird, It's kind of creepy. And I've said in the past that I get kind of startled or shocked or scared kind of easily. But it's creepy, man, honestly. There's just like this ominous voice talking to you, and you're just walking around this place that changes. It literally changes each time you look at it. So I don't know.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Sounds fun.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And
I'd have to find a new
others
job.
might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Huh.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Oh, here we go.
Something was very clearly wrong.
This is already creeping me out.
Frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Yeah, this is just very creepy. I don't know.
All of his
Whoa,
coworkers were
see
gone.
what I mean?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This guy just sharpens pencils like all day. Wouldn't that suck? Hello? Oh, this is so creepy. I want to go in there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That's not.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I can't open anything. I have no legs or arms. Maybe that's the twist. I don't know if there's a twist at the end of this, actually. I don't know, like back there, that just creeps me out. I feel like I'm gonna look through one of these windows and there's just gonna be like an alien or something run, and then a bunch of guys in suits are gonna run. You know what I mean? It's just weird. I feel like I'm being watched. I mean, obviously I am because of the narrator, but
Whoa! Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in. Is that a
Yes.
euphemism for something?
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is worth it. You can't jump. Yeah, I've been trying this whole time because I've read the achievements,
At
but
this point,
you know.
Stanley's obsession with this
No
room
spoilers in there, I
passed. He
swear.
had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
First open door on his left. I don't want to follow the narrator. That is creepy. Ooh, what is
Stanley was
this?
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You know what I bet the twist is? I bet you, if you do not lie, if you're lying right now, stop. Okay. I'll just stop. I bet you the twist is, it's like his birthday or something. And if you go to the meeting room, they just sing happy birthday. Kind of like Portal. Spoiler alert if you haven't played Portal, by the way. Okay, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift 5,000. You pay 5,000 and then you die. Let's try it.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've got... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I guess I did.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah, I would hope people think I'm powerful. I mean, I went against the tyrannical rule. Oh my god. I'm gonna do everything I just did. Okay, let's try this again.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else
we're going
can be
over there,
difficult,
huh?
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
See what I mean?
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Asking for her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, do you guys not think this is creepy at all in the slightest? She's been waiting. And it's just a black room? I don't want to go in there. Dude, there's gonna be like a fucking xenomorph over there that's gonna just pop out and eat my guts. Like it's gonna slice open my stomach and eat my intestines. Oh my god, this is so creepy.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
I'm just gonna unplug it.
If you can truly... Oh, no, you can't... Did you
I just did.
unplug the phone? Now, that wasn't
Okay.
supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
I never played this game. I've just done the demos.
It's
Okay.
definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
But now they do
I don't
mean
understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley.
What?
You're a real person.
I'm not Stanley?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around
Sorry, I just
in
had
this
to crack
game
my
for so
knuckles real
long.
quick.
If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
No. Oh, we're actually watching a video right now.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
It's 4:30. I'm supposed to have a back something crack. What? This is exactly what synths would do. They would practice their speeches. That's what synths would do.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Wow.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and
Okay.
see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
You know, this game is actually kind of I guess, thought-provoking, I guess, in a way, because they said in that instructional video that every choice you make actually does have a, you know, reason behind it, a consequence that might happen, and stuff like that. It's kind of true, because anything that you
Now that
do
we know your
could
choices are
affect
meaningful,
something
we
else.
can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh, this game is weird, man. Let's go back on and see what happens. Nothing. Okay. Can I get through here? I need a card, huh? I don't know if this... Okay, see, I'm getting the chills right now, because this game is just creeping me out. I don't know if this is like psychological horror. This is worse than Outlast. That's pretty. Okay. I don't know where I'm going. There seems to be a lot more...
Almost there.
Ooh.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Seems to be a lot more coffee mugs here than there were before. I still can't open anything.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What should I do, guys? I feel like I should go to the right again just to see what happens, but maybe I should listen to the narrator, you know? Screw it.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
This is so freaky. One, two, three, question mark, 1, 2, 3, question mark, 1, 2, 3, question mark, 4, 5, 6, B, 4, 5, 6, B, 4, 5, 6, B, 7, 8, 9. Oh? 0, 7, 8, 9, 0, 7, 8, 9, 0. There's something behind me. Okay. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Ah, this is so weird. So I have to go that way. I have to go that way. Okay. I wish I had a gun. Then again, if you have a gun, you know there's going to be things you have to kill, so maybe not. Is that heaven back there? What?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh my god, dude, this game is so creepy. I don't like it. I'm gonna uninstall after this. Just to let you guys know. See? This is so damn creepy. Oh my god.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
I'm gonna stand
Didn't I
in this
impress
corner.
upon you how important it was
Wait.
to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
Is this
You're a
blood?
child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be
started
up to
me
the
back.
task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I want to enter the door on the right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
It keeps
Behave exactly as Stanley
keeps
would.
doing this.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
It keeps doing it.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing
Okay.
responsibly.
I guess I'll
and
just go to the
always
left.
Putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think I have to, guys. I think I have to. Everything's fixed.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I still get the chills when I play this game right now, because I'm...
Coming to a staircase,
I don't
Stanley walked
like it.
upstairs to his boss's office.
What's with this? There should be sun, there should be a parking lot, there should be people walking. I don't like this game.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Oh, not working.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
Okay,
Night Shark
fine.
115.
You're not going to do it. But you
Night
know
Shark
what?
115.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better
Night
things
Shark
to do.
115.
I asked you for this
Okay.
one single
I tried.
thing
I
for
tried.
your respect. The
You know what?
kind
What
of
if the
respect
narrator is
Stanley
Stanley?
shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
I did go to the door on the
Say
right.
something to me. Explain yourself, you cow.
It just keeps... What?
Into a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What it looked like.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you
Thank you for
listening
doing the
to me?
Stanley Parable.
Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
Credits.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, do you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
What? I don't understand if I beat the game or not. It gave me the credits. It said it was the end. Thanks for playing, but I didn't get the achievement. So now I'm wondering if... I think I beat it. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I beat it. And I completed the Stanley Parable, right?
All of his
Wait.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This is different.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
That was
just to
different
admire
than
it.
before. It said I completed it. It gave me the credits. It said that was the end. When it reloaded my character, I was in the same office, but the way to the 2 doors was different. I then played through it to the platform, and that was all the same. It was the same thing. Same narration, same doors, same everything. So I decided to press begin the game again, and then I was placed into the same office, same way to the 2 doors, with the 3 different corridors. Here's my thing. It didn't give me the achievement that I beat it, but now that I press begin the game, there's no resume. So in that sense, I kind of screwed myself, but it said I beat it. So I'm going to say, as it's in my gut, that I completed the game. I know there's so many different variations to the game, and the ending and all that. So if you guys do want to see more of it, I guess I can play it. But for me right now, this is going to be a one and done video because call me whatever you want, but this game is so creepy to me. I don't care what you guys think. This is so creepy, and I don't like playing it that much, to be honest with you. So anyway, to me, I completed I guess just a portion of the game, whatever. But the narrator got all freaking tilted at us because we didn't want to play, I guess. So thanks for watching this episode. If you liked it, let me know if you want to see a different ending. I guess I can just make different choices. I can answer the phone maybe, or maybe I can go left instead of right. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what you guys want. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment. Share this video. It really helps me out. It lets people see who I am and what I'm doing, and it just gets the word out, so to speak. Also, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If you're just coming across my videos, hello, welcome. Stop by once in a while for some more. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all later.